in introducing Council Member Charles Barron that there are council members on the city council who, in the instance of education, struggle for the children of the city of New York through the fiscal equity lawsuit, the constant appeals by the Republican legislature, okay, through every court battle, and finally getting it through. And the city has yet to realize it. Mayor Bloomberg, let me introduce to you the chairperson of the Education Committee of the City Council, Honorable Robert Jackson.
Well, thank you, sister, and Assemblymember Barron, let me thank you and your staff for pulling this press conference together. It's important that we don't lay down and die. It's important that when you knock you down, you get up and you still fight. And that's what this is about. This is a fight for the future of our great city. And we will fight whoever it is that try to keep people down. We do not believe in dictatorship. And I say to you, in my opinion, and my humble opinion, as one representative, Mayor Bloomberg and Joel Klein has a dictatorship on the Department of Education. And I don't care whether or not the PEP or the Board of Education as it currently exists. In my opinion, they're nothing but a rubber stamp. And we don't need rubber stamps. What we need is really people to express their opinions and thoughts and be able to vote no if they disagree, to be able to vote yes if they agree, or to abstain. That's a democratic process. And currently, as it currently exists, when you have, anytime you have 3 deputy mayors on the Board of Education, anytime that you have the general counsel of the chancellor as the secretary of the board, not elected but appointed, and anytime you have the board that says that they agree and they pass a resolution saying they support the assembly bill, we're in trouble. We're in deep trouble. Because they want to maintain the status quo. And parents want what? Change. Change and power. And that's really what it's about. And as a parent myself that have come out of the community parent empowerment movement, it's imperative that parents speak up individually and collectively. And say that you don't like the current system. The system is not working for our children. And believe me, if you had billions of dollars, you can put out the media hype too. And you can make people believe that you're doing a great job. Let me tell you what Danny O'Donnell said, who's the State Assemblymember from the 69th Assembly District in Manhattan. He said that if he was a billionaire, he could convince you that he was skinny. And if you know, but if you know Danny O'Donnell, he's pretty healthy. Some people will consider him fat. But he said he can convince you that he's skinny. Because that's what money does. And if you read in the papers every single day that we're doing a great job, and if the hype is out there, people tend to believe it's true. But let me say to you, as the chair of the Education Committee, someone that has been involved in education for more than 30 some odd years, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. They're not doing as well as they say they are. And I say that it's important that when I heard last week that the Senate agreed on some compromises, and I was standing in the back of the press conference listening because I wanted to hear the details. Because as the chair of the Education Committee, they didn't call me to ask me my opinions on the agreement. So I was listening like everybody else. And what I heard is this. I heard that they want to have a parent learning or education institute training. They want to have, give superintendents more power than they currently have, more say. And right now they hardly have any power whatsoever. and they want to have sort of like a panel that reviews the art to make sure art funding is in the schools. I didn't hear anything about giving parents full partnership in education.
That's right.
I didn't hear anything about having the majority of parents on either the Board of Education or the panel of PEP. Didn't hear any of that. So I asked Senator Parker, who's the conference committee? Sampson. I asked Senator Sampson, so what's going to be the deal? He basically said that before any legislation is voted on by the Senate, these amendments must be passed first. So, you know, you heard the saying, talk is what? Cheap. We want action.
That's right.
And we want to make sure that it not only includes these amendments, but even more to empower parents.
A lot more. What about no mayoral control?
And so it's important that we speak out to say that what you've established is not enough.
That's right.
And that we as parents want to have on the Board of Education or the panel of educational policy, majority parents in order to decide our children's education. And for Bloomberg and others that think that parents are not smart enough, that parents are not educated enough, I say to you, that's nonsense.
That's right.
We have many parents that don't have a degree that are smarter than you.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That parents with degrees that can make decisions on their kids' education. No one has a vested interest in their children's education more so than parents themselves.
That's right.
And as a parent activist who was involved in my children's education, I know. Because not only I talk the talk, but I walk the walk. And I say to Inez Barron, Assemblymember, thank you for helping us to refocus. Because if you're a photographer, you're not taking one picture. You're constantly refocusing in order to try to do better. And this is what this is about, refocusing parent leaders on trying to do better and voicing to everyone, to the mayor, to other parents, to state assembly members, to state senators, to city council members, and everyone else. Now, parents are not going to be silent, and that even if, in fact, legislation is passed where parents don't have the power, we will continue to fight for that power. So, sister, let me thank you for bringing us together. And as the chair of the Education Committee, I support the empowerment more so than what the Assembly has done, because in my opinion, they didn't do enough at all. And the Senate trying to do more, but they need to do even more. So Inez Barron, thank you for your leadership. And thank you, Charles Barron, for your leadership.